In the small town of Dusty Hollow, nestled between rolling hills and winding country roads, lived a man named Jake. Jake wasn't like the other folks in town who seemed to thrive on attention. He didn't care much for being the center of conversation or being noticed at the town gatherings. While others worked hard to stand out, Jake worked hard in the quietest way possible. Jake ran a small farm at the edge of town, inherited from his grandfather. It wasn't a big operation, and it certainly didn't attract the kind of attention that some of the flashier farms did. The other farmers in the area often made a show of their success. New tractors, shiny barns, and fancy signage along the highway advertising their goods. They were always posting about their harvests and showing off their latest accomplishments at the local farmers market. People talked about them, admired them, and they loved the attention. But Jake was different. He didn't want to be seen. He didn't want praise or recognition. All he wanted was to build something that would last, something meaningful. So while the other farmers hustled for attention, Jake hustled in silence. Every day before the sun came up, Jake was out in his fields, working tirelessly. He tended to his crops, fixed his fences, and cared for his animals without making a fuss. When the other farmers were boasting about their latest yield on social media or at the market, Jake was quietly delivering produce to local families in need. He didn't need the world to know what he was doing, and he didn't need validation. His satisfaction came from knowing that he was building something for the long haul. One summer, a severe drought hit Dusty Hollow, and many of the farmers struggled to keep their crops alive. The flashy farms that had relied on their image began to falter. The new equipment, the big investments, they couldn't save their crops from the relentless heat and lack of rain. Their fields withered, and the farmers, who once thrived on attention, now found themselves with little to show. Jake, on the other hand, had prepared for years. He had quietly worked on strengthening his irrigation system, storing water, and rotating his crops in a way that made them more resilient. While the other farms were struggling, Jake's fields remained green. His quiet hustle had paid off, not in applause or recognition, but in the results that truly mattered.
I just did what I had to do.
When people in town asked him how he had managed to survive the drought, Jake just shrugged. He didn't need to explain himself or boast about his success. He had hustled, not to be seen, but to create something real, something that could weather any storm. While the other farmers scrambled to recover, Jake continued his work, quietly delivering food to those who needed it, tending to his fields, and keeping to himself. People started to notice, but Jake didn't change his ways. He didn't hustle for attention, and he didn't need the spotlight. He was content with the knowledge that his hard work was paying off in ways that truly mattered. The moral of this story is, some hustle to be seen, others hustle to disappear. In a world that often rewards flash and noise, it's easy to think that success is about being noticed. But true success isn't about being in the spotlight. It's about doing the work that matters, even when no one is watching. The ones who hustle to be seen may enjoy the applause, but it's the ones who hustle quietly, focusing on building something meaningful and lasting, who truly thrive in the long run. If your hustle is rooted in genuine purpose and integrity, the results will speak for themselves, even if no one else is paying attention. Disappearing into your work can be the most powerful statement you make, because while others are busy being seen, you're busy creating something that will endure. In conclusion, Brokenwood Mystic Farms symbolizes the enduring connection between humanity and the land, a tribute to the beauty of nature and the importance of honoring traditions in a changing world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You won't want to miss our short story adventures. If you have any questions, requests, or just want to say hello, feel free to contact us at info@brokenwoodmysticfarms.com. Thank you for joining us on this journey and have a fantastic day, my friends.